guys, so welcome to another Autoscope video. Today I have the pleasure of showing you the Volvo EX30, the fully electric smallest SUV that Volvo has in their lineup. This one is in the black color that they have. Really a nice vehicle. I've gotten to drive it just a little bit today, and it is very fast. So of course, just some stats here to throw out to you real quick. It has 422 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque, goes 0 to 60 in roughly 3.4 seconds. So that is very fast, especially for such a small car. Has a 69 kilowatt hour battery, 64 kilowatt usable, and that will give you about 253 miles of range on a single charge. That's what the EPA estimates, at least. Real world use, of course, can vary quite a bit there. And then as far as charging, it does have the CCS1 connector, so no NACS port as of yet. But the charging speeds for this peak at 153 kilowatts. So Volvo says that will go from 10 to 80% in about 26 minutes. So there's a few quick stats to throw out to you real quick. Of note, this is the most affordable and smallest Volvo ever. One of the most budget-friendly premium EVs on sale today as well. Definitely has a minimalist design, as you can tell, but staying true to the Volvo design language with the Thor's hammer headlights. You can see those pretty nicely here up front. Those look pretty similar to the one on the EX90 as well. Hopefully that I will get to review here at the same dealership pretty soon. This one here is the Volvo EX30 twin motor Ultra model. I believe it's the only model we get here in the States, so it's the highest trim level, so you're going to get all the bells and whistles with the Harman Kardon sound system. Google's built in with the Maps Assistant, the Play Store, everything like that. And of course it has the pilot assist, so you're going to have the blind spot, the lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert system, the camera up front for the driver, distracted driving alerts. Sometimes those are a little bit annoying, but you do have that. All right, so I'm sitting up front here. Of course you have pretty minimalistic design, as you can tell. So there's no instrument cluster up front. You're just going to have everything here on that center 12.3 inch display in the center there. Of course you have nice sleek air vents here. I found that they actually do a pretty good job of keeping you pretty cool and have a good positioning about them. One thing I thought was pretty cool actually is the way they've packaged their center console. So even though this is such a small vehicle, there's actually a good bit of storage options here. So you've got wireless chargers here, and then you've got just like a huge area for storage, but this actually opens as well. And you can got some extra storage down there along with 2 USB-C ports. And then you might be wondering where the cup holders are, but actually here you can kind of pull this out, if I can get it there. So that will pop out here just for additional storage, but also you can pull this out for your cup holders. And if you only have the need for one cup holder, you can kind of pull that back in a position there, have some storage here and a cup holder here, or pull it out further for 2 cup holders. So despite it being a fairly small, very small actually, SUV, there's a good bit of storage options up front, and since it can be so open, it does make it seem pretty, pretty roomy and spacious, despite it not being quite so much. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, you have the Harman Kardon sound system, so you have that badging up front on the sound bar that wraps around. You probably can't really see here, maybe a little over there, you've got some ambient lighting, so they've got ambient lighting throughout the vehicle, and your door pockets over there, very minimalistic, but good size storage pockets, and kind of like a floating design for the armrest there. I'll show you that a little bit more carefully here. So of course it's floating. You got space here, a little shelf on this end if you need to, and then a good size storage pocket there. Yeah, so pretty good storage. No specific cup holder cutout per se, just the storage pocket itself, but otherwise pretty good. You also have your unlock and lock for your rear here, as well as your window controls for the rear right there as well. That can be for the rear or the front. Actually, you hit this button so that it will say rear. You can control those windows, untap it to control your front two windows, because on your doors you actually have no buttons or anything like that at all, just your door handle, and that's about it. This is what the key looks like if you're curious. Again, minimalistic Volvo design, no buttons or anything like that, because it's just a proximity sensor essentially. So yeah, we'll hop in the back now and show you what that looks. So now hopping in the back seat here of the EX30, excuse me. So I'm sitting behind my driving position. It's a little tight, but I will say I still do have a little bit of room in between my knees, so it's definitely doable. I will say the seats are pretty comfortable. They're good and squishy, feel supportive, and things like that. So definitely enough room for two adults back here. Kids would be more than comfortable. Car seats rear facing might be a little problematic, but just keep that in mind if you're in the market for one of these. If you've got small children in a rear facing car seat, definitely try that out first to make sure the car seat that you have fits, because they can definitely vary in their size and how bulky they are for sure. You got a nice glass roof though here that stretches all throughout the vehicle, so it goes all the way back here. So that again adds to the spacious feeling, even though you're being in a very small SUV. So that's a nice touch as well. Overall, nice design. You have the same here on the door panel, kind of up front, a floating-ish design, armrest here with a little shelf here, and then a storage pocket there, if you can see down in there. Again, not specifically a cup holder cutout, but you do have a storage pocket there nonetheless. You've got a little bit of storage here along with two USB ports, and then underneath the center console from the front, the rear passengers have a little bit of storage space as well. They can throw something there. And then you have pockets here behind the seat, and then you have another pocket here for your cell phone actually. So that's a nice little cell phone pocket, as well as the regular seat pocket, and you have that on both sides. So yeah, up here you have a different design style for coat hangers, things like that. Hang those there, and then this is your light for the rear, and then you have lights up front as well. Zoom in and show you that. Place for your lights. You got your SOS button and both lights with defrosting and your hazards as well there. Alright, so we will shift around and show you the back storage space now. Alright, so here is the rear storage space here of the Volvo EX30. So again, this is a small SUV. You're not going to get a ton of space, but for the size, I think this is actually a decent amount of space. You do have like a privacy cover here for it. And then you do also get some underfloor storage. So that's pretty nice. Got some decent little pockets there at the front, and then good space for your charging cable, things like that. You do also get some storage, deep storage on both sides as well there. So like I said, not a ton of space, but you're also in a very small SUV. So I feel like for the size of the SUV, it's a really good space. Of course, you have automatic lift gate, so press the button and it automatically comes down. And on this one, just a little button here, if you can see, to open it. So there's not like a traditional handle or anything like that, but you do get a rear wiper, which is really nice. The rims are really nice as well on this trim. They're definitely an aerodynamic style for sure, but these are Michelin's on this one, and they're 245 45R19, so a 19-inch rim here. on the Michelin Primacy all-season tires from the factory. So yeah, that is in a nutshell the Volvo EX30. Definitely, like I mentioned in the beginning, got a ton of horsepower with that 422 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque, very fast. If you need to get up and go, this thing definitely can do that for you. Probably ideal for, you know, urban drivers, not really the biggest of family would be comfortable here, but if you're a small family, just a couple, one, maybe two children, you should be fine. It does have a small frunk area. I'll get some photos and kind of put them here of that so that you guys can see the front truck area. It's pretty small, but overall not terrible. Of course, you have the Volvo logo up front as well with your camera that helps with the 360-degree parking camera and some safety features as well. Then you have your other cameras up front in the top of the windshield there for your lane keep assist and cruise control and all that. But I do just want to make a special announcement and thank the folks over at Volvo Cars in Winston-Salem. And Akivius has been really great in letting me tour the car and show me around a little bit. He's a salesperson or a product specialist here at Volvo. So definitely, if you guys are in the area, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, here in the middle of the state, looking for a Volvo of any kind, they've got a huge selection. So we're up here kind of on the top level of their lot here. They've got tons of vehicles to choose from, electric, plug-in hybrids, or ICE vehicles. So definitely give their website a browse and stop by if you're local. But also I'm sure they would be thrilled to do business with you if you're out of state as well, and could probably ship the vehicle to you. So reach out to the dealership, ask for Akivius. He's been really great at showing me around and letting me have a little bit of fun with this vehicle today. So again, thanks for watching. This was the review of the Volvo EX30, and we'll see you again on the next episode. Thanks.